Okay, let's do this again, I think. Let's just do another chill after work stream. We're gonna be continuing Banished from our last night stream. If you guys missed that, you can go ahead and rewatch that, I suppose. So we're gonna get started. We're working on, I guess, the region of Utopia. So that's, you know, how much ego do I have to name a whole region after me, really, is the question. Let's go, oh, let's see, we just finished up a little bit of the dock region. Let's bring up all the menus again. Menus. Need menus. Where's my log? There's my log. Okay, so food looks to have been stabilized. So that's good progress. Our school is almost full. So I think in the meantime what I'm going to do is we need to definitely focus more on long-term food production. Try and get that sorted out. Maybe increase a few other countryside homes. That's probably for the best. And yeah, right now we're only making about 400 surplus food a year. But that's fine. That's fine. How's our tool? Tools are super important. We've got about 40 surplus of that a year. We don't have a surplus of stone. We don't have much of a surplus of logs, but you know, there we go. Hey Jim, how's it going? Let's see, material surplus. Yep, dry goods surplus. Let's just go ahead and hit play. I'll put it on ×5 speed, not as drastic as ×10. Reserved firewood is low. Well, yes, I think we just did a big trade, so we are probably currently in the process of taking all that over. Alright, this mine, we got 2 people, we got 4 people here. I'm gonna switch one person from the stone quarry over to the iron kind of mine, though it is currently kind of producing stone for us. And logs. I don't know how a mine produces logs, but you know, I'm fine with it. I like the design of this. It's got a nice little like brick house. It's got little raw resources around. Good mine entryway. Very well supported. Looks good. All right, it's raining, and so let's think about. Let's see. I might do a little bit of a fishing dock out here and a few other little homes. And I would say another gatherer's hut. Just to finish rounding off the food, but I think that would be a little excessive. So, but let's just start with a fishery and go from that. So there's that version. There's a little fisherman, tiny, and a medieval pond. Pond, in my experience, don't usually. Would it be okay if you ask you a Planet Coaster question? Yeah, that's totally fine. Ask away. I'm fine. Food gatherer's hut. Maybe we have to do a different version here. The fish. And this is our fishmonger, which is pretty cool. And this is a jetty fishing dock. Hey Rick, how's it going? Let's see, wood splitter. Is there a different version of this? No, one's just light wood and the other one's dark wood. Let's check out this version. There we go. There's a quay fishery. That could look good. Right? You know, I kind of want to put it just right there. And then can't really build those. We don't have the resources for it. Tried to build a bus shed for the front entrance and really like your Alpine Odyssey one at the entrance. What material did I use for the base? Bus shed. Are you talking like just a bus terminal? Because that's what I have mostly. and that is made out of smooth stone pillars, the non-grid versions, and they are made out of just iron beams and girders. Also some railroad ties, just to get some extra metal details in there, but they're painted, so that's why they might look a little bit different than, say, what you're looking for. But it was okay. I actually had a decent day at work, which was very nice. I enjoy being in very technical meetings, and so I had a few of those today. When I am over here, there's only a little bit before popping off to bed. I'll watch the rest of tomorrow evening. Well, thanks for stopping by and saying hi. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Just trying to figure out dock-wise what I want for this. It can be a little challenging. A rice planter would be really good for food. We'll just do some small dock storage. Technically today, yeah. Yeah. Dock workshop. No. Let's check some homes. Something like this. There we go. There's some shanties. We'll probably just use boxes to kind of fill in the rest there. Let's bump up to 2 builders. Okay, we actually have a surplus of iron, which is good. Yay, more banished. More banished. Food, not doing too hot, but we'll see. We'll see. You like a waterfront to clutter them up without making them too busy, if that makes sense? Yeah. That's the kind of a challenging aspect of it. I will say I wouldn't mind some more detail, like in between here. I want to use a different surface for, like, for example, right here. So if I go and I believe I have some like specific tiles that we can use. I wonder if roads would work. Let me check roads, because we have different road variants. So, like, for example, if I just do dock roads here, like that, that'll hopefully cover up some of the grass. You just lose some of that color. I should make it look a little bit more industrial, which would be good. In fact, I kind of want to reduce some of these roads a little bit more. Decorative animals. I mean, I can just place bunnies wherever I want. Yes, please. Did a boat just, like, drive off? Okay, that's fine. Alright, so what's this missing? It's missing 20 lumber, but that is mainly due to we shut down the mill a long time ago. Mainly because, you know, the mill does take a little bit of work, you know? And I don't want to take all my people, and I don't want to take all my wood and turn it into planks, because then we have to try and store that. Is there a fish? What's the distribution barn? Is this anything special? Distribution barns are the kind of workers assigned who will empty into the next regular storage location, function as a normal storage barn if no workers are present. Nah, that's not good. That's not really what I'm looking for. Storage lean-to? No. Garden storage? Can't recolor that. If I could recolor this like wooden, I might be able to stick it back there. So it's just another cellar version. And this small barn might just have to do. Really. off-center it, like that. That's fine. And let's get some docks in here as well. Feels pretty nice to be playing some Banished again. Always enjoyed this game. Just a lot of options for it. You dropping off some lumber? Yeah, you are. How much are we producing lumber-wise? Probably a decent amount. The water wheel is a very efficient way to make lumber planks. Now, you know, eventually you can make like firewood using it and other things. So, you know, you don't have to use it specifically for planks, but it's definitely very efficient at making planks. There's different versions. There's a wind version and also a standard just like chopping block version. Chopping block I think is the slowest, and then probably wind and water. Not quite sure. But we've already produced 48 planks or so. So we'll have to see how that goes. Getting some more people, and I think hopefully, let's bump, we have an extra person, so if I upgrade this to potatoes, tell it to be worked, give us a farmer. All of our fields are now being used. We're getting some taters. This one's being harvested. You can see it's only giving me 270 a season. That's really not much. Got here for your timber and stone. I like Banished in your Skyrim series too. Yeah. Skyrim's, I enjoy live streaming Skyrim. The fisherman, Kaith Half Moon, going through his journeys. And I'm just going to throw no good variant of that house, I can tell you that much. It'll be interesting when we actually get kind of closer to the making a proper city. I haven't made one in a while, so let's do something like that out there. I just want enough housing to make this fishery work. And then if we need to pull workers into the mine and quarry, I can pull it from this outpost and maybe over here. How's food production here? 200-ish. Oh, that one was terrible. 43? That one's blank because we didn't have anyone working there. 202. Bloodlet Thrones was hilarious. Bloodlet Throne. Oh, the vampire place, I think is, yeah, no, that, I don't think our fisherman adventurer was well prepared for vampires. Didn't really see that one coming. Ooh, one of these looks like a barn. If I can get away with a barn look, then I can put little colonial homes out here. In little spots. Like for example, this kind of, you know, could just be like the old farmhouse and this is the big farmhouse. Oh, we got boats. Alright, so we can get some radishes. Eggplant. Trade horse. Trade horse is really for money. Let's go ahead and get an eggplant. Well, I don't know. What do you get? Do you guys want radishes or do you want eggplants? Which one is more your jam? I did enjoy it. Yes, I enjoyed the challenge. Okay, so you want some radishes. Fraggles like radishes. Eggplant. So far the radishes have it. Yeah, okay, well, radish has got it. Cool. So now we can try and introduce some additional variations. So we have 3 sweet potatoes up here. We have another one down there. Really, we have 3 sets of crops. So each field could do you know, each farm can provide one of each. Just so we have some good variation. This barn is doing okay. Is this built yet? No, it's taking a while. Food is pretty stable. Health could be better. I'm gonna... let's do 3. 3 fishermen out here. We'll be fine. A decent amount, and let's see if I can't get a low dock going across the front of this, mainly to kind of seal off the front side a bit more. That could look good. So let's get some steers. All right, and something like that. That might look good. And we can see about getting reserve logs is low. Now that's kind of to be expected. Oh wow, look at all those fields. And I still need to fill in these fences. 1 or 2 more builders. I'm gonna stick with 2. I like to have at least 4 times laborers to builders, because laborers are really important to move things around. And if I convert too many of them to builders, sure, I'll build quicker, but laborers are actually the things taking the resources to the build sites anyways. So it might not, you know, it's kind of a give and take. Really what I need is to convert 2 laborers, or 1 to a lumber guy. Oh, good. We hit the limit of that. Small island town? Yeah, the town's looking pretty good, I'd say. Logs might have something to do with the water wheel thing if it chews through wood. Like, yeah, it does. Like, it takes, I think... we've produced enough so far. I'm not using a whole lot of hardwood yet. We'll probably use more as we move kind of across the bridge into the start of the city, which will be on this side. Hey, Silent Night, man. How's it going? Uh, 2,000. There we go. You just got home? Cool. All right, let's see where these fisher people are coming from. Looks like both of them are kind of coming from this house so far. Am I missing like that many fishermen? Okay, I wasn't at full fisherman capacity. Now I am. Is there a... oh, look at that fence. That's a nice looking fence. I didn't even know that fence existed. Half-height fence? Did they update the mod? I feel like they updated the mod to have much better fence work. I like these. Think you're off to bed? Well, thanks for stopping by. Ooh, I like that curved wall section too. I think I should have a tall wood fence. Yeah, this is kind of what I'm thinking about. Okay. Grab some docks. And something like that. Get some boats in here. Could be cool. So that is decor ghost boats. What the heck? I thought boats were here. Am I missing something? Decor, ghost items. don't they? Is it here? Okay, there we go. Yeah, still can't use that giant one. There we go. That looks nice. I can't say that, but I'll try. Bizumnestion? I don't know what that means. Probably something along the lines of good night, but I butchered it, most likely. Okay. We're really low on firewood. Now either that's because we ran out of logs, or also probably because we tried to do that trade, and these guys are probably taking all of our firewood at the moment. It'll get reproduced though. I don't have a lot of deer meat, so I might get a hunter's lodge up here too. So let's do that. Let's try a different version. Like we can just use this, or I want to do the full hunter cabin. I'm fine with a tower, I think. Yeah, there we go. Kind of looks like a watchtower too. So how's everyone doing? It's Thursday, almost Friday, almost time for a community stream. For those of you who don't know, we do try and stream a multiplayer game of some kind on Friday. It might not always happen that way, but you know, we can do some hosting of Open Transport Tycoon and invite people to come on, and we can do some hardcore competition when it comes to making money in trains. Or if you guys want to see another specific kind of multiplayer game, you can let me know. Of course, as always. Warcraft could be an option. Playing some custom RPG maps could be fun. Been a pretty good week so far, that's good. I could also use tomorrow to stream X-Plane 11. Still downloading it though, that's quite a big game. Granted, I usually have it paused, but it's been taking a while. You've been practicing your OpenTTD skills? That's good. You're gonna need it to be able to defeat my girlfriend. She is a mighty force to contend with in that game. Let's get some more fences. Wow, it looks like we just had three wide gaps all around, didn't we? Okay, this one will fit a 5. 3 there. Oh, fit a 5 here. Get a single. This is another just large drain on our wood supply, but it's a nice detail, in my opinion. That's fine. That's sealed. That's sealed. What games does my girlfriend like to play? That's a good question. A lot of Pokemon. That's probably one of her favorite games. She likes OpenTTD. She's been playing some Warcraft, World of Warcraft, doing the Burning Crusade expansion because she never got to experience that. Sims. She liked The Sims a lot. That's about it. She's not like a hardcore gamer, but she plays more like casual simulation-ish games. Things that you can kind of grind at, spend a lot of time doing. And she does a lot of art. She has a degree in art, like I do. Hers is in printmaking, though. Person of culture and refined taste. Yeah. That's her. We're RuneScape? We could always play some RuneScape. Nothing casual about competitive open TTD. Look, competitive open TTD is like the most relaxing, stressful thing. It's very interesting. It's like, oh yeah, no, we're just gonna build this nice looking railroad station. Holy cow. Making so much more money than me, I must block your trains now. We're gonna have to fight. Because I still want to continue this stone kind of wall, or kind of divide between just residential, a little bit more industrial riverside. This could look good. Also, how's it going, Dino Guy? Dino Guy. Tell you what, we're gonna have to do a huge deforest operation now. We're just gonna clear cut some trees, build that back up. Double fence seems like a strange idea. Is that a double fence? Well, this is more like a nice fence, you know? That, I mean, really, it just generated with the graveyard. But yeah, I can kind of see why. Chestnut seeds. I don't want to plant any trees. Get out of here, boat guy. I wonder what should go in that space. Maybe I can do some decorative shrubs and plants, but I don't think I have the thing for that yet. Maybe some log decorations? I mean, this is the lumber mill. An outhouse, you know, classic privy. A trough. Do a trough. Village gallows for Silent Night to be hanging from. Right? Campfires. There's just so many details with this mod pack. For those of you who don't know, I'm using the Mega Mod Pack. It adds about 120 mods to your game, so there's a lot. We are the knights who say knee, and we demand a shrubbery. Alright, we need to plant one of those greenhouse places. Or do we? Do we really want one of these? Kind of don't fit in with any theme. Maybe out here in the woods might be a good spot. Any advice for trying Mountain Men? I get halfway and then death comes calling in a big way. I don't know what Mountain Men is. Is that a game? What's that? Is it a game mode? It could be a game mode. I don't know. How are these fences doing? Doing okay on fence work? I'm hoping the trader comes by soon with animals, because we have 2 animal pens. I don't know how much they can really hold. These loud European birds. I don't hear loud European birds. Alright, let's continue the wall over here. that, and then use the ghost version of it to seal up this last little section. I meant to say ghost section, but then click the real one. I don't know what I'm doing on the best of days. Okay, and wall end. Something about there. Yep. I mean, I hear birds in the game, but I didn't know they were specifically European birds. I don't know anything, guys. You should know that by now. We have people without tools. That's not ideal. Hope I can get that Hunter's Lodge up soon. The game has multiple themes. Like, I have some colonial buildings. I do have... It is probably mostly European. Like, there's some Plymouth houses. This is, like, American settler stuff. There's, some row homes, though. This is a little bit more European, for sure. But it also could look colonial. I mean, this is a colonial style, you know, building. Journeyman Tower? I don't even know what that is. What is that? A tower extension of the Journeyman House that can only be used for standalone placement. Oh! It's a nice looking house. So is the Journeyman Tower just yeah, as I said, an addition? That's kind of cool. Artisan House. Officer Townhouse. Family Townhouse. Conservatory. And then we have this is specifically colonial homes. Yeah, definitely have that feel. Corner area. Nice. And then these are just really narrow kind of street homes that we could use. Holy cow, who uses a house that awkwardly tall? Britain, you have a problem. And then we got a country little house here with like little sheds. Ooh, I like this. I wonder if I can make this fit anywhere. Like next to the... Can't really pump that up against anything. Looks like houses near a city called Leyden. I'm probably saying that wrong. Those are these are definitely more European-esque. Right through here. And there's angled versions and things. Alright, food looks to be okay. We're low on tools, so what I might have to do is get another blacksmith or something as soon as possible. Alright, these are supplying workers for these two buildings. Good. The tall, skinny ones might be stairways for between sets of apartment-style buildings? It could be. I can see how that could be an option. So this is kind of our town hall right now, and I need to kind of just build out the road real quick. Just around here, and then we'll just continue the tips of the corner across. And I'll try and garden this area in a bit. Make it look a little bit nice. Continue some small homes through here, maybe a couple businesses, and then get ready to cross into really the main cityscape. I still need details for here though. Oh, how did that floor come out, by the way? I don't think they ever built it. It doesn't look like they built it. Yeah, I don't think they did. So what we'll do is... I should have tile pieces. Should I just use... Nah, that's not gonna look good. There's some dirt. I swear I had different tiles in this. Well, maybe not. So we are really low on firewood. I'll start telling these guys to use coal instead, because how much coal do we have? 42, so that'll hopefully build up some resources for us. Mountain Man is one of the Banished achievements. I was asking if someone chat me request for completing it. Oh. I don't even know what that achievement is. Let me see. Mountain Man. Using a harsh climate and small mountainous mountain maintain a population of 50 people for 20 years. Huh. I mean, like, really, you just need a town of this size to maintain that. So if you could do this, and within that map boundary, you could maintain that. Because my population is a total population of 102, so I'm already double Mountain Man achievement. I just don't have the map for it. Now, granted, the harsh climate's going to be the problem, more so probably than the landscape. Now the reason I like this half fence a lot is that even though it's a little janky looking, but it costs no resources to build. And I'm all in favor of putting in details without spending the cost to actually make them. Can I get flower beds? I can. Wouldn't make sense to have flower beds here, though. These aren't really nice enough homes. Playing with moths? I'm assuming you meant to say mods, but yes, I'm playing with mods. It's tougher than it seems, as there's no room for growing crops or having animals. I will say most of my food supply is nat from my fields. Try and use more gatherer's huts. Gatherer huts are the most OP food producing item in the game. So like my one gatherer hut produces, and this isn't even in a big forested area anymore. It's producing more food than probably all of my fields right now combined. And this gatherer's hut is producing about as much. So, gatherer's huts. Fisheries are okay. Mainly due to because they're compact, right? You can kind of fit them places. But gatherers' huts are way more efficient still. Like I have 4 people fishing here. This place has only made almost 700 food. This gatherer's hut of 4 people have made 400, 700. Shoot, if I can do math, 1,000, like 1,400 easy. Okay, we still have a really big tool shortage going on. Let's check to see what our usage is for tools. 180 compared to 126. Yeah, we're in quite a downturn for tools. So what we'll do is Make it another kind of tool place. Maybe up here near the mine. Have a wonderful evening, and thank you for stopping by. Boy, area looks a little weird without all the trees back, huh? How's this place on producing fish? See, this fish here produces 1,000. That's pretty good. Gather huts in town, and that works because of a mod. No, edge of town. So like, you can see, really the gatherer's hut. I mean, it's useful because I always put a forester's lodge next to it, and that tries to keep the forest going next to it. Now, granted, nothing's gonna grow where there's a building, but even in these little gaps, herbs, roots, things and stuff will grow. But you know, edge of town, you know, you want to at least use a quarter of it in that space, and I have 2. Not near water because this is kind of the edge. How can you support me? If you want to support the channel, I would recommend becoming a sponsor. In my opinion, is the best way because it's $5. Which is about as much of an average donation anyways. And you get access to cool emotes. So for me, that, I mean, like I like seeing sponsors. You guys get cool little tags next to your name too. But sponsor, donation, that would, watch my videos, like my videos. Those are the best ways to support any creator you're on YouTube. Yeah, Pilot Guy, he knows what's up with the emotes. It's also the main reason I'm really hesitant to just go to Twitch because I wouldn't have my emotes. I like my emotes. Alright, let's get some large fences in here. You'll do that? Well, you don't have to, but I do appreciate it. Thank you. If you decide to do so. Ba, 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 ba. Oh boy, look at you. Star Citizen Space Engineers. Oh wow, Silent Night trying to mess with Nightbot. They're trying to use features and advanced stuff. Nightbot doesn't like many people, I don't think. Oh, we have another boat in town. Okay, so this one, really nothing in here except for some food, but we could always go for some food. Like for example, 1,000 pike would be pretty good. So, let's do 50 leather, 30 pearls, and what's 240? What, 50 wood? Nope. 5? It can't be 60. 55. Come on. There we go. Trade. Dismiss. Off you go. I'll put together huts in town and see how I do. Can docks be near other docks? Not really. So if you click on a production building and it has a little ring next to it, so you see this big ring. If you put another gatherer's hut within this ring, or its ring is overlapping, it means they're kind of taking the same resources and you lose efficiency. It's the same thing with fishermen's as well. So if I click on this fisherman's hut, you can see its ring here. So I couldn't put another fisherman hut until probably about like right here to either side of it, and then it would maintain 100% efficiency. Alright, is this building done yet? Because we kind of need it. Sooner rather than later, their video game. Caffeine it is. Hey, you know, whatever gets you by is what I would suggest doing. I don't know where the sudden tool shortage came from. I really don't get it. Everything was fine, and then it just all went to hell. Found the issue with Nightbot, forgot a command. Rip you. Rip. Rip, rip. But yeah, if you guys want, go ahead and vote now. I guess Silent Night is making a poll to see what maybe you guys want to see on Friday when we stream. Love the avatar building? Well, thank you. It was a long build, but definitely worth it. Really, the surprising thing about that avatar build is that it has almost or more parts than Alpine Odyssey does in it. Let's get some additional stockpiles out here. Increase that. How is this not built yet? Where is my builder? I bet he's working on all these fences out here in the farmland. That's probably what he's doing. Yeah, I'm gonna have to increase priority on this building over here. You love both? Yeah. Well, Alpine Odyssey and the core build was great fun. I mean, Alpine Odyssey still needs to be finished, and it will be finished one day. I'm still kind of low on food, and I'm just concerned about it. We'll do a smokehouse. I want to post the straw poll to Twitter too. Yeah. Well, let me see. Let me click on the straw poll here. Let me post that to Twitter real quick. Well, let's see. And tweet. What kind of music do I like? Mainly like classic rock. You know, I'm a big fan of, you know, CCR, Creedence Clearwater Revival, Bad Company, Billy Joel, you know, all that good stuff. Alright, let's check pathing real quick and make sure we have good coverage on production buildings here. This is a little far, but not too bad. That's pretty good. Okay. Still got that all covered, basically. And also, here's a big tip for the Gatherer's Hut. You'll notice that my seasonal stuff went down last season a little bit, and that's just because there was no forestry areas nearby. So as these trees regrow, that should produce more food for a gatherer's hut. I say should, but sometimes that's not the case. An outbreak of influenza has occurred. Okay. Let's see if we can't deal with that. I may have to build like a little clinic house over here. Oh, that might work out. We're gonna try and increase density as we get to this area. And then, you know, city wall. I'll probably just do a gatehouse on this side and some walls too, and a gatehouse on this side and some walls. We have no iron ore. I don't think this mine is giving me really what I need. Like, I'm getting some iron ore out of this, but not near enough. I'm gonna probably have to take this down. Because frankly, I'm not overall impressed with it. I'm gonna replace it with a different one. I have a great stream. I need to sleep now. It's 1 AM here in the UK. Thank you for the help. Oh, no problem. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good night, and maybe see you again soon. So Blues Rock? Blues Rock is fine. I mean, Led Zepp is a little bluies-ish. But you know, I can listen to Boston Foreigner. And then when it comes to modern bands, I mean, like, I really like Greta Van Fleet, but they're basically, you know, redoing Led Zeppelin a little bit. I really like, I guess, Foo Fighters, Weezer, Smashing Pumpkins. Green Day can be a little overplayed. Okay. So now that everyone's sick and missing tools, you can kind of see the pathing they're taking. So they are taking our roads. Now, granted, some of them do kind of cut through yards because it makes sense to. It's really grown on you since you worked with a CCR revival band. Nice. CCR, like, the thing about CCR that I don't think a lot of people know is that simply, like, they weren't together for a very long time, but they produced a lot of music. Like, a lot. And did some really good covers, too. This influenza outbreak is really killing us right now. No joke. Just kind of everywhere. Firewood. Is this taken down yet? Nope. I'm gonna bump it up to 4 builders. Absolutely love Banished. The series is gonna be awesome. Cool. Well, I hope you enjoy. Banished is a great game. As long as I don't get overly ambitious and end up killing, you know, my whole village, because that happens in this game. Can no one get to this field? I'm pretty sure they can. There's a gate here, and there's a gate here, and there's also a gate here. And there. Should be able to. I like Foo Fighters, yeah. Tonic. Tonic is a great band too. Goo Dolls. Yeah, no. I think I need to increase how many foresters we got. And I might make another forester's hut out here. How's this place doing? You guys giving us any stuff? Yeah, you're giving me some venison, some duck meat. What are you? You are a miner. So let me get rid of some of these miners because we don't really need them if they don't have a place to work. Considering we just kind of destroyed their job. There we go. I'll look into Qs for sure though. Wow, that's a very red tree out here. Boy, this town it's just kind of flattening out, isn't it? Not really growing, not really shrinking. Alright, well, let's do... Oh, shoot, we need barrels? Hold on. How do you get barrels? Wood into barrels, yeah. So we need a cooper. Right next to the schoolhouse. You know, classy place for that. I could put it down here by the docks. It does look a little dock-like, so I think that would look good. Here. Let's flatten some terrain out for it. I don't know why that didn't work. Let's try this again. There we go. Okay, let's put this, Coopers. There we go. Whoa! That boat guy just came flying out of nowhere. Alright, so it's interesting because we are getting kind of a population turnover now. If I were to open up our town hall and go to our graphs and say let's sort it to where is it? Why is there no education? Oh, well, we'll go over here. So educated is at 56% so far. So the closer that gets to 100, the better. All right, vendor, what are you selling? Are you selling anything I want? No, you're not. You... Oh, beer? I don't know. Beer is pretty nice. Some bronze tools could help us a little bit in the interim on the tool front. So how much is 20? That's pretty cheap. Let's do 50. And we'll trade 100 firewood for it. I think that's a good trade. So bronze tools, they should last longer. In fact, I think in here, okay, it doesn't even have the option for bronze tools. So we'll see how that goes. Go ahead and get our doctor. And that's not going to be working until we get the Cooper built. Which we might need some planks for. Things are starting to get a little complicated. And if we are using more planks, we need that other forester now. So we'll go ahead and get that. What's the mother tree? The mother of all trees. I'm confused. Hardwood forester. Dense tree. Shack. The Berg Dude has subscribed. Well, thank you for the support. Enjoy your time on the channel. Yeah, we'll do like an actual like log pit out here. And I'm hesitant, but whenever I build a Forester's Lodge, it's just too good to pass up building like a Gatherer. So let's see if there's a different type of Gatherer that we could use. Like this. This is a huge Gatherer's hut. And it looks kind of cool too. So it might look like it kind of belongs a little bit more. Squish one of the menaces. Hope that was the only one. If not, yeah, good luck to you in your hunt to kill all the things. So this mine is closed. As you can see, it has a big white X. We can't ever reopen it. So let's go into production. Find mine now. Let's see if there is... an option. I'll try that. So with Josh home from Queens on the Stone Age as the drummer. Oh. Sadly, I'm not good with names. So when it comes to band members, I can never think of them. Do 500 there. Let's see about plants. I think I have plants now, right? I'll go here and take a look. There should be... I have reeds, apparently. I didn't even know I had reeds. Don't know. Population growth is slowing down though. How's the Cooper? Okay, that's being built. Good. And that means I can go ahead and get some docks out here. Just, you know, to surround it and make it look like it blends in a little bit more. And you could also, you know, put like a double staircase here. Something like that. I'm such a noob, but also the best guy. What do you mean I'm a noob? There we go. So let's make some barrels. And then we can assign someone here to make, I guess, smoked fish. That's about our only option. It's really our most abundant, you know, butchery type item. Reserve of logs is low. That's kind of to be expected with the lumber mill back up and running. Just threw a whole bunch of logs out here, apparently. Let's get some storage for logs. Kind of like that. Oh wait, no, that's just a stockpile. Hold on, nope. Not right. Storage for logs. There we go. Let's do 3, 2, 1, 1. There's a, yeah, holding shift does make a diagonal path, but I prefer the one wide, so this might take a little bit. Play some Prison Architect. We could possibly do that. I've actually never played that game. Alright, we need some more homes now because we have this area kind of operational. So we'll just do some wooden housing. We haven't really used a whole lot of it on this save. So we'll get like something like this going. And then we'll get a storage shed for the food. Get rid of our one builder for a second. Okay, all the fields have the fence going around them now. That's great looking. I think this field is laying fallow for the year. Basically. It is winter, but the nice thing is my crops aren't going to die. Nor will they be harvested. Can you please harvest your fields? It's winter, guys. Please harvest your fields. Oh boy, they ain't doing it. I don't know why. I swear, farms are just broken in this game. So broken. They'll figure it out. Hopefully. I could most likely probably be wrong. Alright, so we're going to increase our population a bit because, well, we have more food coming in now out of this gatherer's hut. It does overlap with this one a bit, but hopefully this one can kind of cover more of this side. This one can get me up here. We have our mine open, and I do want it to mine iron. And at most we want 4 people to work here, so let's start with 2. Because I need to keep our iron up, or else we're going to run out of tools, and that would be no good. People like his building strategy? I mean, I've played it. Just not for a long time. Alright, so we got a trader, spinach. Spinach might be good for the town. I think it will be great for the town. Wait, that's not that expensive. Off you go, boat. Thanks for coming by. And thanks for clipping through my docks. Dry goods, let's do 5,000. What's it like? What's it take to create a barrel? Just logs? Okay. We have no spare people. Have I heard of Kingdoms and Castles? I haven't. I did a series on it too. On the channel before. So we just lost a gatherer of old age, but that's fine. I'll just kind of plop that down. But I haven't played Kingdoms and Castles in a little while. Again, like the thing about early access games, and I think one of their main detriments is simply that you go through all you can, and then you have to wait until you can kind of play the rest of the game. So a lot of it's kind of a bit of hurry up and wait mentality when it comes down to it. Okay. What anime do I like? Full Metal Panic, I think it's a great anime. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, Inuyasha, Oh My Goddess. I never really liked Trigun. Oh, good. Yeah, we're running into that tool shortage again now, which was kind of to be expected due to the lack of iron, because we didn't have a mine for a little bit. But hopefully we have one now, which will hopefully produce a good bit of iron for us, and then that'll get converted. Let's quickly as possible. I mean, like, what kind of anime do you like there, Lucas? You know, I actually listened to or watched Sword Art Online not too long ago, and I will say, like, it gets a bad rep, but I was overall pretty happy with it. Now, I think Log Horizon probably does it better. And the second season wasn't that good, but overall, not bad. Some of these in here. Alright, so we have a bit of a food boom. So we're back up to 7,000 food. So if I go over to my production here of food, we were a net positive of 3,000 food a year, which is pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and increase the limit of food from 10,000, I think, to 15,000. So much talking in Log Horizon. I like Log Horizon because more than Sword Art Online, I think the first season was better than the second season of Log Horizon, but it was that's the best way to describe it. I like the earlier bits because it kind of went into a lot of the psyche of, you know, what do you do if you get stuck in a world like that? How you know, everyone, like, you know, the people start treating the NPCs like actual people, but then there's a player base that think they're a little weird for thinking about even doing that because they're NPCs, they're not actually people. But, you know. Ooh, domesticated animal. I might need that. How much food does one of these produce a year? 400? That's pretty good. So I might get that domesticated animal, and we only need... How many of them do I have right now? I have 0, and it takes 4, right? Yeah, we're gonna get 4 domesticated animals. There we go, just quick 1,000, which means... Let's do 10 of that. 500 tallow, and let's do 20 leather. Hold on, that 160, and 20. Oh, 10, 11. Trade. Trading complete. By the way, I'm glad the way this guy works to smoke these fish over here is he hits his door really hard with an axe. Makes sense to me. And then hits his log pile with an axe. That makes a little bit more sense, I would say. You know, sometimes I wish there was an easy setting in Banished to where, like, your people don't need as much food and tools last forever. That would be amazing. Because I really wouldn't mind like actually making some good town progress. Like we built all this on the first episode because we just had so many resources, but now, boy, it's going a little slow. Let's see if we can't harvest any loose iron around. There's still some more up in the hillside there. We'll go and grab some more stone. And we're a little short on laborers right now because we've been kind of really focusing on food. How's this new one doing? Well, that's pretty good. Pretty good. What's our education like? 77%. Health is getting a little low. And I think once we switch to going to more city-like, I'm gonna make 2 tile-wide rows. Because this is a little bit tight still, in my mind. How much food gets produced out of these? A decent amount. I mean, 3 people work here, and they produce more food than 3 of my fields. Especially since 3 of my fields stopped working completely. You know what? I'm shutting the fields down. They don't do anything. Like, I can throw 1 person into this egg pen, and it produces enough food as if it was 2 fields. That's ridiculous. Also, thank you, Dakota, for subscribing. Enjoy your time here on the channel. Alright, so we'll increase this by 2. Get some homes out here, I think. So you can see this gatherer's hut is kind of poaching from these 2 places. And what that's going to do is cause this to poach farther down south. And then that. And it's kind of a bad effect to have. However, it looks like... yeah, the mine is probably poaching some as well. We'll see. I might have to build 1 other house out here. Alright, let's connect these up. Reserve of iron is low, tools is low, but positive, so that's good. When did they cut down all these trees, though? Boy, the lumberjacks really become aggressive sometimes. Just deforest a whole area, don't they? It is nice that these are kind of naturally regrowing, though. And I'm gonna need another wood chopper, I think. Finally! We haven't had any winter, and this wood chopper has been doing really well for us, but I'm gonna put one out here, I think. So put one out here, we'll put some storage for them. As well. You have a vendor, rose seeds. I don't have any need for that. And let's get a couple homes out here. Some final homes, I would say. Or maybe I need a fisherman's hut out here too. In fact, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get a fisherman's hut out here. Do I like Trump? I really don't have much of an opinion. I mean, I don't like him personally, no. I think he's quite the tool. And he's a bit of a shitty person, but I don't know. I mean, since he's been elected, my day-to-day has not changed. So at this point, I have no real reason to absolutely hate the guy. Okay. Our health is really falling down. I need to think about potentially getting an herbalist. About like that. Health loss, maybe you expanded just a wee bit too quick. No, I think it's because like I built this herbalist. And it grows herbs, but I don't think he actually services my people. Yeah, creates medical concoctions for unhealthy people to take to a herbalist building for consumption. So I think I misjudged what this really does. The other docked herbalist dispenses. Okay, well let me take a look at that. So this is dock market, herb grower, and herb mender. Okay, that makes sense. And we are due for kind of 2 of these things, so. I wonder if I could stick that out here and it would look okay. Like this, you know? I think so. So we'll have 2 herbalists in town. In fact, if we're gonna do that, I'm going to switch this one out to be out here. I think that would just be better for our citizens. Just spread it out a bit. Give them a little shack to live in too. Oh, good. We have our new wood chopper area, so we'll go ahead and pop that in there, and we'll up the fuel limit to 1,000. That'll be good. Thank you for the tip, Kendi, by the way. Helping out. I really need this trader to show up. What kind of work do? I work in payroll. I am a payroll analyst. God, I love Banished. Like, look, like, what other games can I currently play that I can build a lakeside community into some farmland, into small little villages out to help supply the lakeside community? I mean, City Skylines, but it's not this theme. Reserve of logs is low, to be expected. Can I make this lighthouse yet? I think I can. So I'll unpause it. We'll get this lighthouse built on this jetty. The quarry is doing really well too. It's only 63% remaining, but hopefully we'll get enough out of it. Ooh, boat. Oh, vegetable seeds. Yes, that is a great crop to grow. Seed oil. Orange seeds. Canned corn horse. Yes, we'll eat some horse today. But yeah, you guys know kind of like what I do, like, you know, payroll and stuff. Don't like my job, etc. But like, I'm just curious, like, what do you guys do? Alright, let's check pathing. So that's fine, and that's fine. Wow, I'm surprised. That became really self-contained, which is good. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. None of these are working anymore because they're dumb. Okay, good. Progress. Another builder out here, and our population is up to 109. Pretty good. How's our food production? Right now, we have used 9,000, produced almost 12,000. So that means we have a 3,000-ish surplus of food a year. Right now. So we'll see how that changes as we keep going. I'm really out of lumber, though. Lumber might become a problem in the long run. Like, I'm hesitant to just make a lumber producing area. Like, up here. Like, just have some homes, like 3 lumber points, and a gatherer's hut, of course, for food for itself. I mean, it could be possible. But it's more or less shipping it into this area is a little tough. And I still need a tailor. We don't make any clothing. So let's make a tailor's hut. Let's see, is there a good looking tailor's hut? That's pretty nice. No clothing? Is Uthers running a nudist colony? Well, you know, they've been fashioning clothing themselves. As you can see, I don't know how they keep wearing dresses and stuff, but they're managing. You know, everyone just has a fig leaf in front of their private parts. Seems to be working out just fine. Is this Herbalist online yet? Nope. I say online as Herbalist online. Where is our builder at? Oh! Lighthouse. Forgot about this thing. It just got done. So we have a lighthouse now. I need to think of ways to decorate it, but that's a good spot for a lighthouse. I wonder if I have like rocks and stuff. Let me see. Rocks. Hey, JJ. Or JoJ Tactical. I guess I should say your name properly. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Alright, I think we can actually plant some trees now. Which would be good. So let's find a good looking tree. Any... Oh my god, you guys. Give me some animals, please. Not many of these trees look very good, to be honest. Reserve logs is low. That's kind of to be expected a bit. Alright, now we get to fill in some of these areas that are just so barren. Now, I wonder if these things are actually buildings or proper trees that I can harvest. I want to test that real quick. Okay, I think they are just decorative trees. Good to know. Ah, good. Taylor is up. And we're gonna make items out of leather because that's about the only Taylor-esque thing we can do. We have homeless people? Since when? I had no clue. Let's do a medieval home. That through there. Still not able to keep up with my log demand though. That's a big problem. Okay, we're gonna have to risk this like big move to try and get lumber for our people. Luckily I don't have to worry about them freezing to death, but I'm just gonna go ahead and place a few forester huts out here. So 1, 2, 3. We'll put a gatherer's hut in the middle. Hunter's cabin. So let's do gatherers first. Hunter's cabin. Okay. Yes, there's still dense tree shacks, I believe. The issue isn't that I'm low on trees. You can see I have enough trees. I mean, occasionally, yes, they'll kind of chop them all down. The issue is more or less I don't have enough people getting logs, I don't think, compared to how much I'm using. And what I'll probably do too is just go ahead and in production for planks, because planks, again, take up a huge, and we have almost 1,000 planks. We're fine on planks. No more planks. Planks are done. Let's see if I can't get like a animal trading post too. Real quick. Small port, large port. Oh, looks really cool. What's the small port look like? Not bad. General trader, eh. Native trader. Smuggler's dock, yes, yes. Bootlegger. There we go. Farm supplier. I think that kind of caps off our dock a little bit. And I might try and just round it off and off it'll go. I do need some docks over here though. I really like the waterfront. Waterfronts are always cool to make for me, especially with this mod pack. Another stream made it to the channel just to tell you that you're awesome and inspiring. Well, thank you, Sassy. You're pretty awesome and inspiring too. For showing up and showing your support. Alright, let's get... And we'll just do some log cabins out here. Something like that, and storage sheds. What's this? Storage vegetables only. Tudor style barn, firewood chopper shack. Town tithe barn? Oh my goodness. Okay, let's just do this Tudor style barn. Just get variety up. And I'm probably gonna need another schoolhouse at some point. Which hopefully I can put in the city. We'll find out though. What I really might have to do is shut down the school for just a quick hot minute. We're at 92% educated, which is pretty high. It's definitely helping with production, I think, overall. Wow, you can just see how many like wooden planks we have just sitting outside. I'm gonna clear cut this whole area. How do I have homeless people? How are you homeless? I have no idea. Okay, we have no one working in the shrine. I think I lost a few people. So yeah, we're gonna pump out a whole bunch of people real quick. Try and get everything back up to capacity as well. And functional. Anyone else not have anyone working at it? Not really. Health is improving, which is great. Another person arriving with nothing that I want. Again, 10 out of 10. How's this boat dog doing? Oh wow, that's a decent amount of fish right there that he's producing. No one's being poached. Really ideal that no one is being like poached out of that. In fact, let's see, is anyone really going really far? No, this person isn't even going anywhere. These people are gonna be moving, but for now, actually, I have to halt production out here until it's kind of laid out. So we need to get homes out here first, food out there, and then we can open up the 3 Foresters Lodge. Oh, we're at the cap of food. No wonder that looked weird. What, 30,000 food cap now? That'll be good. You want to set your cap pretty high because if you hit your cap and you sit at it for a long period of time, you have less time to react to when you start kind of going the other way with your food. Though you can monitor your production quite a lot here. So you can see I am, I think, plus 500 so far for the year. But they could have also stopped producing for a moment, which is probably affecting it a little bit. Get those guys squared away. Reserve of stone is low, probably, yes. For now, but it'll go back up. To do something like this, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, no, not gonna do that. 1, 2, 3. So this little like forestry village would be cool to have up here. And we can, and probably should, start thinking about connecting it up via road. Can I name people? I don't think so. I was gonna ask if anyone wanted to be part of the town, but I suppose might not be doable. I need to tell the tool people that the limit of tools you're gonna go up to 1,000. And at this point, when you start getting a major surplus of stuff, you have to really watch your inventory, because if your inventory starts to get 100% full, it's going to start affecting how quickly they restock these things. And if it gets too out of hand too quickly, then not really anything good can come out of that. We're gonna get a chopper out here as well. Actually use the old school chopper. That might be good. Just like that. Okay. How do I still have a homeless person? Like, does no one want to shack up with you? That one person? We're already basically at population cap too. Hey, Silent Night, you misspelled tomorrows. Tomorrows. Tomorrow's, guys. So tomorrow's, what we're gonna be doing is something. Something, hopefully. Alright, let's get... some log piles here. Medieval Engineers is winning. I don't even have that installed. Why did you get to make the poll? I see X-Plane at 3, Medieval Engineers is at 3. Pilot guy might get what he wanted in the end. I don't know why the limit. Lumber is only 600. That needs to be like 5,000. Is this built yet? It is. Look at that. Okay. A vote for Open TTD is a vote for a better tomorrow, brought to you by me. I can see it. I can see it. Okay, so we got all that stuff. Let's get some, I don't know, we'll sell like 20 barrels. And then I guess 500 firewood. Of course. There we go. Alright, what are you trading, guy? 6 horses. Horses aren't good. I want cows or chickens. Or sheep. Probably sheep. Sheep or cows, I would say, for these 2 farms. I'm Rift Hampson, and I approve this message. Well, sad thing for you is I only listen to Gloria Borger. And, just the way it is. Our food supply is doing so well right now. I might be getting close to just starting the city, which would be good. Granted, we have a bit of a firewood shortage. So why don't we do this? I need to cancel school again. Sadly. This sawmill will forever be for firewood going forward, I think. What's this? So we got that. Wonder how much firewood this thing can produce. Apparently a lot. It's already produced 24 this year. This one did 24 last year by itself. And I might need to increase market a little bit. Get an extra person to get extra goods into this space. Because really, one of the main problems is that logs aren't making their way back down here as much. Why do I have 5? Oh. There we go. It'd be nice if I could get a discount on X-Plane 11 concerning I own X-Plane 10. No, that would be nice. Alright, I think we are good to start opening up this. Alright, we have 20 total woodcutters now. Leghorns, no, give me just hens. Hens, please, hens. I'm thinking this place is gonna need a market, though. Like, nothing too big, but like, definitely okay. And we need 2 people assigned to that, at least. I don't need cannons. I'm not really under attack by anything. Reserve logs is low. That's kind of to be expected at this point. What's our population at nowadays? We're at 109. We're now at 135. It really doesn't feel like I grew by 30%, but it seems like it. Alright, we are done with the greenhouse, I think, for now. We have plenty of seedlings. Turn it off. Don't really need a builder right now. That should be fine. Rip CAD. Why CAD? Oh, Canadian dollars. Yeah. Yeah, that kind of sucks. Oh boy. I'm getting tired. Can 2 people work at this place? I think so. Might be something to look into at some point. All in favor for Uther's 24-hour stream. I don't know how some of those guys do it. I mean, if chat was like super active and everyone was just like having an amazing time, yeah, I could probably do it. But the way sometimes streaming and doing YouTube is, sometimes probably not. Y'all are cold. I don't know how you're cold. It's 88 degrees outside. Open a window. Man. Alright. Tell you what, we've been streaming for about 2 hours. So we're going to stream again tomorrow after I get home from work. It's kind of our usual time to stream anyways. Tomorrow I think videos are going to kind of return as well. I'm going to have to ease back into that a little bit. So expect like some couple of space program videos tomorrow and some Transport Fever. Thanks for coming out for today's stream. If you guys are enjoying the content, feel free to subscribe for more creative goodness such as this. Go ahead and leave a like. If you're watching this after the fact or something, spam those emotes, sponsor, you know what to do. And I'll see you guys kind of in the next video.